Ellie.
And Jesse. And this is Design for Adventure.
We're a married couple figuring out family travel, Disney trips, running races, parenting,
And how to make adventures actually work in real life.
Yes, we travel with our kids.
And still manage to have a good time.
And if you love making memories and want an adventure that fits real life, you're in the right place. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We have a super special episode for you guys. Not only do we have one special guest, we have two special guests for you. My parents have decided to join us today.
Hello, Ellie.
Hello.
So today we're going to talk about a really fun vacation we took last year. So most of you guys have heard, me and Jesse are trying to run a race in all 50 states. We needed a lot of the New England states, just all those little tiny ones. And we found this really cool race series through Mainly Marathons.
Yeah, it's a company called Mainly Marathons, and they put on races where you run a race in a different state on back-to-back-to-back days. So what we did was the New England series, where it was 6 races in 6 days in 6 different states. Now, these guys cater to this specific goal because they do races or series like this all over the country, even Hawaii and Alaska. And they do it pretty consecutively, I think, because right before we started our New England series, they did the Mid-Atlantic series, which was all the Mid-Atlantic states.
So there is a challenge where we could do 11 races, 11 states in 11 days.
Yes.
Yeah, and there were several people who were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it was a really cool series that we found. It hit all the states I needed. You needed 5 of the 6.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's do it. Then we realized we have kids. So we're like, okay, how do we do this? Yeah.
Mom? Dad?
Exactly is what happened. We're like, what if our parents came with us to watch the kids while we would run? Because I didn't want to push them in a double stroller for every race.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Why don't you want to push them, Jesse?
I'm too competitive.
He likes to win.
As we learned.
Yes.
So we decided to call up my parents. And what was your first thoughts when we asked that?
You're doing what? Are you insane?
I think that's exactly what we said. And then we both went, we could do this. And I'm like, I want to do it too.
But you guys had an interesting stipulation.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I have one criteria. If we're going to do this, if we're going to go to 6 states in 6 days for 6 races, I want to go to 6 breweries in 6 states in 6 days.
And we were more than willing to accommodate that.
We found some really good ones.
We did, absolutely.
Yes, we did.
But yes, we were very thankful our parents decided to go with us. So I think we looked it up.
Your parents.
My
Let's
parents.
not
My
say
parents.
our parents.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be a little
weird.
freaky.
It's not that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the other thing I am pretty proud of Jesse was willing to travel with his in-laws.
That's
For
true.
this entire trip.
Yeah.
He had to, a lot of shared places. Yes.
So we planned it all back in January, and the race series is in June, the first week in June,
Yeah.
second week in June. Yes. So we planned it for a while.
Mhm.
It took a few days of us figuring things out, and then we sat down and we did it all overnight. But we'll talk about that on another podcast because this was a logistical masterpiece.
Yes, it was.
Oh boy.
It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
Yeah.
I thrive on this. You have no idea. Logistics, yes. Let's start. So the first race was in Connecticut. But the big thing was they had packet pickup. That was in Connecticut was it Simsbury?
Yes.
Yep.
Right at the race start.
Yep, right at the race start for the first week. So we got there the day before the race started, that Sunday afternoon. We drove up from Virginia. You guys drove from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Met us there in Connecticut. All hopped into the car and drove to the packet pickup.
Got our packets and immediately headed to a brewery.
Yes.
We did have the goal, of course.
That was
Yes.
the Hooker
Thomas Hooker Brewery, yes.
And we were like, they're closing in like a half hour, and we got our like.
Well, no. They were closing in like 3 minutes, and I got in there, and I was like, "Hey, can we still get food?" And like, "Yeah, we're closing soon." So that's why you guys were like concerned that something had happened because I didn't run back out and tell you that everything was okay. But it's just because I had to place an order for everybody real quick.
Because we arrived at like 5:30, and the place closed at 6. And
no, we got there at like 5:55, and the place closed at 6.
Yeah.
Or the food closed. They were still serving drinks beyond that. But
yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah,
the food,
closed.
the kitchen.
You ordered pizza for us all?
Yeah, a couple pizzas for all of us.
And it was great pizza,
It was,
great beer.
Yeah.
Loved it. The kids tolerated it.
Yeah. They were hungry.
And then that was the first time you guys stayed at a residence inn.
Yes. So we got 2 bedrooms to be at a residence inn. We made it work.
Yeah.
Pack and play.
Swimming in the pool that was freezing. And then breakfast the next morning. You guys went, and you told us that your youngest did not like eggs. I didn't believe you. So I gave her eggs. No.
Yes, she met the diva.
Yes.
So first race. So that started on a Monday. The series starts on a Monday because it ends on Saturday. So it was in Simsbury, Connecticut. This was it started at like a park, and it ran along a bike path. And the unique things about mainly marathons, they have all the different race distances you can run, from a 5K all the way to a 50K on every
50 miler.
Is it 50 miler?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you could do any one of those lengths. So how they do that to have enough race support is it's an out and back, but it's only like 1.25 miles or a mile.
Each race ranges between like 1.1 miles to like 1.5 ish. Out and back, yeah.
So it's a really short course, but you have to repeat it a few times if you're doing longer races. So I did the half marathon for the first race. You just did the 5K.
I stick to the 5Ks. Yep.
Yeah, and so I remember I had to do, I think it was 6 laps, and it wasn't bad, but it was still 6 laps, and so that can get a little
monotonous.
Yes. So, and that wasn't, I would say it wasn't a bad course. It was pretty. It was on like a bike path into a park. The bugs weren't too bad, if I remember. It was pretty shaded, so it was cool. But it was still monotonous. There wasn't a lot to look at to keep it entertaining, other than the other people on the course who were awesome and talking and taking pictures and playing music and talking to everyone.
Yeah, everybody roots for each other.
Yeah, it's very, the race spirit is just awesome at those races.
Speaking of bugs, though, I think we all went for a hike after this.
Oh my.
Yeah, so we finished up the race, and we're like, well, what are we going to do? We have to kill time. We can't check into our next place for a while. So I found this really cool hike that we could do up to this like tower. Remember, it was we could see it from the distance, and I was like, hey, can we go there? And I found out it was like a mile hike, so it wasn't even that far. It wasn't that strenuous. You were like,
sounded perfect.
Yeah, it sounded like a great
perfect hike.
Stayed with our youngest in the car because you didn't want to.
We didn't stay in the car. I walked as far as she would walk.
Yeah.
She was just over like a year and a half at that point.
Yeah. And I don't know if we had the hiking backpack.
We didn't. No.
So it was not something. So the 4 of us, our oldest, and then you guys, we went hiking. Oh my gosh. Those mosquitoes.
Mosquito Alley.
Oh my God.
Swarming. And we had no bug spray.
Nothing.
We didn't even think about that.
I don't even think the bug spray would have helped. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We got about halfway.
We didn't get halfway. We had like a 1/4 mile in, and we said nope. And we turned around. Our oldest, I remember, had a hood on a jacket, and it was too warm for it, but we had that like up and zipped up, so he had less skin exposed.
And little eyes picking up.
Yeah, I know.
Like Kenny from South Park.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I remember we were just.
And we had to pay like $20 to park there.
That's right.
Per car.
Per car, yeah.
Yeah, because we had two cars.
2 cars at that point.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, because we had your car and our car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was
like,
just.
Let's go. We're done.
Getting out of here.
Peace out.
Because we were going to eat lunch there in the back of the trunks, we're just going to picnic style at this place. Oh no. We were like, no. So we got in the car. I found a park.
Yeah.
Pretty close. And I was like, hey.
JCC,
which is usually affiliated with the YMCA. But this park was amazing.
It was awesome.
The playground they had.
Yeah.
It was so many different areas for all ages.
Was
Our
it
youngest
one of those
loved it.
Angela Angels.
Yes,
That's
so
what
it was
was.
also for like all different types of disabilities were
Yeah.
included in there. So it was really fun.
And no mosquitoes.
And no,
And no
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes.
And they had a little picnic pavilion. We had lunch. Kids got out like an hour's worth of energy playing there. And it was great. Killed enough time that we could start driving.
Yep.
So we had a 2-hour drive, one of our longest drives. Second longest drive of the trip. But we had to go to Providence, Rhode Island. A little tiny state.
Little tiny state, big city though. And our Airbnb that we stayed at was just a few blocks away from Providence University or University of Providence, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
beautiful. I remember that was a nice place. Very
Yes.
beautifully decorated. Remember?
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Not toddler friendly.
not toddler friendly. I remember how to move everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of hands
And
reach.
that might have been a very special evening for you too.
Oh.
Was that our anniversary?
Yes.
That we always forget?
Yes.
Yes.
Did they forget it?
Yes.
For some whatever reason, we keep deciding to travel on our anniversary, and we keep forgetting.
Yes, because it happened this year too, last
Yeah.
wek. Yeah.
It was worse that time. It took us a lot longer to remember.
It's true. And thanks to my mom for reminding me last week that it was our anniversary.
But yes, we had a good time. And then we found that brewery. Wasn't it like in a warehouse
Yeah,
style?
warehouse district.
And we were like the only ones in there, and the kids had like a
We
run.
had-
They were just running all over. It was great.
and they had a stage.
Yes, and the kids were
Yes.
playing on the
On
stage with their
stage.
monster trucks and buckets, and it wasn't. Our youngest was like wearing a bucket on her head and running
Yes.
around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of that place? That was great.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
remember
either.
that one, but it was really good. We had good food. It was fun.
It was
Yeah.
a nice place.
It had a silly name for the restaurant portion.
Yes.
I just remember it. It had something to do with horses or unicorns.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And I
But
did
that was
not write
really
it down.
fun. Yep. But that leads us to our second race. So the next morning, Tuesday, we had our second race was Pawtucket, Rhode Island. This one was a really unique race just because it started at a rest stop
On the interstate.
on the interstate. Like there was limited parking. Like they required people to carpool because there were only so many spots because they had to leave a few spots open for actual people,
Actual tourists.
coming
Yeah.
to the rest stop. And it was weird. It's because this bike path again that we ran on, like came
Well, it starts there at the rest stop and then goes on to like a waterfall down the down the hill because that was a hilly course.
That was a hilly one.
Yeah.
I pulled my hamstring on that course, unfortunately. It was a little chillier morning and did not warm up properly. But I digress. But that was a pretty course. It was a little hilly.
It was a beautiful course. Yeah.
We didn't get to the waterfall. We didn't get to that
The
far.
turnaround was slightly before the waterfall.
Yeah, and that was the shortest course, if I remember, because it was like 0.9.
I was gonna say 1.1, but right
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah, because we had to do 2 full laps for the 5K
And
and
it's-
a little bit
yeah.
more. So
Yeah,
it was, I think it was just slightly short. So if you're thinking about doing a half or a longer race on that one, I mean, it was pretty, but you're going to be doing a lot of laps on that. But again, yeah, I thought it was a really nice course. That was a good one. But yeah, we both did the
And
5K.
just real unique stopping at or beginning at a interstate rest stop.
There was even a cop there, remember?
There was,
Yeah, he was like monitoring the parking situation.
Yeah.
So, and then that day was super rainy.
Yes.
You guys remember? It was like
Uh-huh.
pouring rain, and we're like, "What are we gonna do with the kids now?" Because I think we were planning on going to like just parks or something.
Yeah, there was a park we wanted to go to, a splash
there's a
pad.
splash
Oh,
pad,
that's right.
and like we had plans of doing some like fun things like that in Providence.
Yeah.
And then it started pouring, so we're like, "Well, let's just leave."
Yeah.
And
And
then
we found, I don't know which one of us found a science museum for kids.
yeah, children's
A
museum.
children's
Up
science
in
museum.
Massachusetts, maybe 45
Yes.
minutes away.
Well, it was Worcester, right?
Yes,
That's
it was
right,
I'm
Worcester.
saying that right. It's not Worcestershire
It's
or something.
Worcester.
It's Worcester.
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 Yes.
Yeah, so we found that, and that was awesome.
Awesome.
Until we pulled in, and I think we got in free entry because
We-
that's military.
Oh
but-
yes, and we were the first car, like the lead car, and they let you guys in too. 'Cause
Yes.
you told them that
So that
you guys
was
were with us.
super
That was awesome. Yes.
because when we parked, we saw 9
9.
school buses.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So the nice thing about our trip for all of this is apparently all the New England states are still in school.
Until the middle of June.
So
Oh, golly.
everything tourist was pretty quiet, except for this place when they were having their end of the school year field trip at this place. And oh my God, it was insane.
But the kids loved it.
Kids didn't care.
Both of them they run.
Trying everything, seeing everything.
Yes, as much as they could do. Both of them.
I think
Yeah.
for the first time our oldest saw Venus flytraps. Remember they had
Was
an aquarium of them, or like a terrarium.
Terrarium.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
that's
watching
remember
it.
right.
He wasn't like super into it, but he was like, "Oh, what is that?" He was curious.
Yeah.
And that certainly sparked something with it.
Yes,
Yes.
it sure did.
But yeah, they were both. And then the kids did leave eventually for lunch, and it got a lot quieter.
Yeah, but then we left for lunch.
We left a little bit later.
And then, but it was still raining. We couldn't have our picnic, so we ate at Applebee's.
Yes. So we just went to Applebee's, something
Had a
super
great
simple.
lunch.
Yeah.
Just needed to get food. We were trying to kill some more time again before we got back on the road.
And one thing is that the very first day, once we met up with them, they decided they wanted to have some alone time in their car. So they put the kids' car seats in our car.
Oh yes, yes we did.
Now I'm pretty sure you guys volunteered.
Yes,
yes,
did.
you
Okay.
Volunteered for that.
Yeah.
And we loved it.
We did.
We did.
We
really
loved it.
Well, there was a couple instances where
Oh, Papa here was amazed at what kind of mess the children could make
Oh
in
my
his
gosh,
car.
our poor car.
yeah, I spent a couple hours cleaning my car after the trip. I'm not gonna lie.
Cheez-Its, goldfish.
Everything.
How much crap those kids could drop through a car seat.
It's incredible.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
But yes,
Was this the day where my grandson says, Nana, come sit in the very back with me? Because we had one in the middle and one in the very back. Because we have an SUV, a large SUV.
Three
And
rows.
three row. And he's like, Nana, sit with me. I'm like, okay, no problem. I sat back there and my granddaughter screamed bloody murder for 2 hours because I was not sitting next to her. I was sitting next to him. I could not get up and move to the correct seat because there was stuff on that seat. Oh, that was the biggest mistake I made of the whole drive. I'm like, that's never going to happen again.
And then we discovered apples,
Oh, yeah.
and that distracted her then for the rest of the trip.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
She could
the
gnaw on an apple for a half an hour.
Yeah.
More.
For more.
That was the next day. She
Yeah.
discovered an apple.
And then, so by the time after your hour of screaming,
Yes.
you guys were very much ready for a brewery,
Yes.
a beer.
Yes.
And so we found one. It was in downtown. It was like
Springfield.
Springfield.
We found ourselves at the White Lion Brewery in downtown Springfield, Massachusetts, in like an abandoned mall.
Yes.
This brewery, I'm pretty sure, is the only thing keeping this mall afloat. And by golly, they had some amazing beer.
It was the best beer we had the whole
Best beer
trip.
we had. They
We
had a
still talk about it.
Yes, we do. They had. I was looking tonight to make sure I got this right, and then I saw something else I'd like even better, I think. But what we drank was a blueberry marshmallow sour.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
it wasn't sour.
No.
And it was one of the best beers I've ever had in my life.
Yes.
And like I said, as I was looking tonight, I saw that they have a lemon raspberry sour now. That just sounds amazing too.
I think let's just go. Come on.
Let's go. Let's back to Springfield.
Get in the car.
Yes.
Because we can talk about the other things we did in Springfield.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
So we got to our Airbnb that night. We had it was a nice little place. I think everyone had a room again. And
Yes.
They had a glass, it was a mirrored coffee table that was not kid friendly at all.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a little scary. But yeah, so race 3 was in Holyoke, Massachusetts. This, in my opinion, was the best course.
I agree.
Yeah, it was half of it was like a dirt.
A dirt trail through like a pine forest.
Yes, but there was water on both sides for half of it.
For the other half, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like you're running on a canal
Yeah.
and there's water on either side of you. Yeah, it was awesome.
There were some ducks that were trying to run the race too. It was kind of funny.
I think it said one year they found like a bear ran across the course at
Yes.
one point. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was like the prettiest. Are you looking for one to do a longer race on? I would suggest this course because it was pretty flat. I think there was a little hill in there.
A little hill, yeah.
But not for what the rest were. This one was nothing. But it was the prettiest in my opinion, with the mist coming across the water in the morning as the sun was rising. It was gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was
I agree.
beautiful. That was probably my favorite one. But what we were just mentioning though before. Okay, so the best part of Springfield is that's where Dr. Seuss is from.
Yes.
And they have the Dr. Seuss Museum.
And it was awesome.
It really was.
It was amazing.
Yes, all of us loved it.
Yeah.
All six of
Kids
us.
loved it. It was
The
there
grandparents
was a lot of
loved
fun
it.
things to do.
Yeah.
They had a lot of cool things.
It
Yeah.
was really hands-on. It was interactive for the kids. Even like as we were remembering the books, we just read to them. Like,
Mhm.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
very hands-on.
Very
Yeah.
Very
handsome.
hands-on.
And it was also associated with was it the Natural History Museum?
Or
Yes.
science.
I think it was
It was natural history because they had all
Natural
kinds of
history.
like taxidermied animals.
Okay.
and
So
stuff,
if you
yeah.
got entrance into Dr. Seuss, it included that. So we went over there because it's not a massive museum.
Was it-
Easily doable in one morning.
Right.
You could spend
Yeah.
a little bit more time, but easily doable. So we still wanted to spend more time because we didn't have a long drive.
No.
And so we went over to the Natural History Museum and kids were just in heaven. Our oldest, there was an aquarium in the basement with
Oh,
some
yeah.
fish.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Even the baby. Even
Oh,
the youngest,
she
she was just all over it too.
Yes, they were loving the bugs. I think they had a special exhibit of snakes and lizards.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
all
and
about
frogs.
reptiles.
All for all that. But that was really that was probably one of my favorite days and favorite things we did in Massachusetts.
Yes.
It's the Dr. Seuss Museum.
I
Absolutely.
preferred the brewery, but okay.
Yeah.
So like if we could I always say if we're ever going in that direction, like I'd try and like go back to Springfield just to hit Dr. Seuss again.
The
And the
brewery
brewery.
and
Yeah.
Dr.
And
Seuss.
Yeah.
I didn't get to experience the brewery because I was in the car with a baby that was napping. Okay.
Which you volunteered for.
I did. I didn't expect you guys to leave so soon though. It's fine.
Yes, we should have stayed. We
We
should have had
should.
another. We should have, and then ordered more.
And then I got something good.
Yes,
Absolutely.
for that
Yeah.
night.
But that was awesome. The funniest thing though that happened that day was we were having lunch out in the parking lot.
Oh, yes.
We just opened up the tailgates, we're eating lunch, a picnic before we got in the car. Lovely Jesse here. The birds really must have loved you because they left a present on your shoulder. Or was it your head?
It was the back of my head.
It was the back of your head.
So here's the deal. I couldn't laugh. Yes, a bird pooped on the back of my head, rolled down my hair, onto my back, down my shirt. And so like it's in places I can't reach very well and I certainly can't see to make sure I could get everything cleaned up. So I was like, hey, my lovely wife, will you please get me like a baby wipe so we can get this cleaned up? Now, if I had $1 for every like second that you took to find a darn baby wipe, I'd be very wealthy right now because you took your sweet time, and I'm sitting here covered in bird poop.
Covered.
Well, it's running down my back, so
I
yes.
have pictures. It's not that covered.
When you can feel it, it was gross. Now, someday I hope this happens to you, and I am going to take my sweet time in getting you cleaned up.
Well, in Ellie's defense, it's hard to find a baby wipe when you're laughing hysterically.
All were.
Oh my goodness. But so after that fun event, we drove 2 hours up to Vermont. And this was probably one of the coolest places we stayed
Absolutely.
because up there there's a lot of skiing. So in the summer, all those ski resorts, they're dirt cheap.
Mhm.
And so we were able to get like a 3-bedroom, like penthouse suite room for next to nothing.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about this in a minute, but we get to stay there for 2 nights, which the kids were actually quite excited for.
Yes.
They were a little tired of moving. So we got to stay there for 2 nights because the Vermont and New Hampshire races are right next to each other. So yeah, we drove up to this really cool ski resort in the middle of summer. So they have all the fun amenities except for skiing, I guess. And it was pretty good. And we went swimming that night, I think.
Yeah.
They had an indoor pool so we could go swimming, which was nice for the legs a little bit. And then laundry.
We got to do laundry.
We had 6 race outfits, 6 sweaty race outfits that we had been putting around in the back of our car. So that was really, really nice. But
That was a great place. Not only it had 3 full bedrooms, but it also had a little, looked like a ski closet for ski things, and that's where we put our granddaughter to sleep, and she had her own room too.
yeah, because it was a massive walk-in closet.
Put
Yeah.
a pack and play in there.
Yeah.
With room to walk around.
Yeah,
It could have been a bedroom. They could have fit a twin bed in there.
yeah, probably.
There wouldn't have been much room to spare.
No.
Yeah, that was our most comfortable, I think, accommodations for the whole
Yes.
trip because
Yes.
it was just so roomy and it was nice.
It was
Yes.
like a resort.
And you
So-
guys had a lock off too, so you could leave from. We never even heard you
Oh,
leave.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we had like a little room.
We had the kids upstairs with us, so we never even heard you guys
Yeah.
leave. And when you did come back, I was like, "Oh, they're back." Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that brings us to race number 4.
Oh wait, we forgot the brewery.
So that was a fantastic brewery. I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head.
Oh shoot, I did write it down. But it was UFO Brewery had UFO beer,
UFO beer, yeah.
Yeah.
UFO blueberry.
blueberry, oh
And
my
that was
gosh,
really
was
good.
amazing beer.
And they had a great outdoor area too. Lots of
Yes.
space for kids to play and games for the kids to play.
Yes.
Great
no.
food, great beer. I would say that was my favorite overall brewery.
Yes,
Yes.
But-
location.
Yes, location wise, but my favorite overall beer was the one we just talked about in Springfield.
That's the outdoor one where we sat at the picnic table.
Yes.
And that was beautiful.
That was
Our oldest
beautiful.
was over there
Playing
playing.
on the they had a playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing by himself.
Don't remember specifically what beer I had. I just remember it was really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good place.
Yeah. No, that was a good one. So on to race number 4, which was in Springfield, Vermont. So we're now Thursday. So this one was also a bike trail. It was along a river. It was really, really pretty.
It was really pretty, yeah.
So I was supposed to run the half marathon on this one, but I pulled my hamstring the second race of the series, so I went down to a 10K. Very thankful I did because I could feel it. But yeah, it was nice along a river. It was really scenic. This one wouldn't have been bad to do a half on, but the 10K was fine for me. And it was, it was really nice. And one thing we haven't mentioned, but at the end of every race, you do get your medal for that race. And when you're at packet pickup, they give you like the starter medal. And each medal has little clips on it that you can clip together.
Yeah, each subsequent medal attaches to the one before it.
So you just start making a chain all the way down. So yeah, so after end of race, we would get one of those. And then, go on our merry way.
Yep, it was a good race.
Yeah, but the nice thing here is we didn't have to drive anywhere.
No.
We got to go back to the hotel, shower, and just relax
We went swimming for the day.
Played on.
Walks.
You guys practiced your dance
We
moves?
practiced our dance
That's right.
moves.
We found like a little community hall with
Yep.
like coloring and games. For
Yeah,
the
they had a little
kids.
game room.
Yeah.
Game room.
Oh, yeah, like little
Video
arcades.
games.
Little arcade game room.
Yeah, that's where I think
Yeah.
our oldest started playing. Was that air hockey in there? Yeah. We
Mhm.
discovered that. That was a really just nice, relaxing day. And for dinner, we went and got Chinese.
Yes.
We found like a Chinese restaurant in some little town near us and just drove and got it because we were like,
It was good.
yeah, we were kind of tired of burgers and that, just a general traveling style food.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. We wanted something different. Kids were fine with that. But yeah, that was a nice needed day.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because it's a lot of driving and traveling, especially with kids.
Mhm.
Yes.
They have a lot of stuff that we have to keep packing.
Yeah.
Yes, we know.
A lot of toys.
A lot of food in the car.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of snacks. Yeah.
Most of which ends up on my floor of my car.
Yes.
Or underneath the seat. Yeah.
Yeah. So, next one is race 5. So that was in Claremont, New Hampshire. This one, this was not the course you liked.
This was not my favorite course.
Yeah, it was, we both did the 5K. So the weird one about this one is it had a bridge at the end, right before the turnaround. So they could have avoided it. But the bridge was right for someone to trip, fall, sprain an ankle. I even saw someone fall.
Yeah, somebody got hurt on it.
Yes,
And
I saw right in front of me. They
It
fell.
ended up blocking off like half the bridge. But I mean, can't blame because normally when you're going across a wooden bridge, the slats lay horizontally. This one had vertical slats also, but they weren't right next to each other, so there was a space in between them, and it would have been super easy to like roll an ankle.
That sounds pretty sketchy.
It was.
I have pictures, and we were just looking at them, and I was just like, it was unique, but I'm really glad we only did a 5K. Like, this is not one I would ever recommend for too much longer, just because of that happen. As you get tired, you do not pay attention as much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's just so easy for someone to roll an ankle, trip, fall. So if you're looking for one to do, I wouldn't do this one. I'd do the one before for the Vermont race to do a longer distance. So I was glad that was only a 5K because we only had to do it twice.
Yeah.
I think we turned right before the second time we would have gone over it.
Well, no, because I think that's where I made a mistake, because I cut that one a little short. I think we were supposed to cross it twice, and the turnaround was just over on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
But I thought it
The
was
first
earlier than that. I made a mistake.
What Jesse hasn't been telling any of you guys is that he was winning every race, so he was always in the lead.
Well, so, and I'll throw this caveat out there. If you guys are looking for just to run a race in all 50 states, this is a fantastic series for that. But if you're a little more on the competitive side, this might not be the race series for you. There's a lot of very nice people, but not a lot of competition.
Yes, it's you're competing against yourself.
Yeah,
in most of the races, but I was still great. Like you start recognizing people start they run with you and talk to you.
Yeah, we made
Mom,
friends.
this would be your kind of race because you like talking to people. I do not. So yeah, you would
Good
love
to
this.
know. We can do that next year. We'll do the 11 states.
11 breweries.
Yeah. I'm up for it. Can you be our support? Will you be our Sherpas?
Yeah. There we go. But so that was that race. Checked off New Hampshire. So what we did, we got back, showered, and checked out of the hotel. We let the kids play on the playground for a little while at the resort.
Yeah.
Burn off some energy. And then we
A long drive.
This was the longest drive of the entire trip. So it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. We were heading to Maine.
Correct.
So we stopped halfway and we found a brewery in Concord,
Yep,
New
Concord,
Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Yep.
It's a beautiful little town.
Yeah.
It was like,
It was this cute little brewery.
yeah, it was super nice. It was just
I'm
like
the only one
perfect.
that had beer because we had 2 drivers.
Yeah, didn't think it'd be a good idea to drink and drive.
Yeah. Well, didn't you guys you had some?
Well, no, because we each bought like a 4-pack.
Oh,
to
that's
take with
right.
us
But
to have that
I
night.
think I had a beer and let you guys taste it to say yes,
Yeah,
this is the
maybe.
one you wanted.
And then that's right, you guys
that's right.
bought because of driving.
Yeah.
So we decided let's just enjoy them at the brewery. So it'll still count. We
Right.
went to the brewery.
Yes.
Enjoy them when we get to the Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think the kids were good for you on this ride. They're starting to get tired.
They
at the
were
end of
getting
this.
tired. We had a nice ride. I
Yeah.
think we talked a lot.
Our youngest was still
sang.
napping at that point
Yeah.
too, so that was probably nice.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
oldest
that's
was talking. We did. Oh, this is where we did a lot of math skills.
No?
Oh,
This is
okay.
where we're practicing our multiplications,
Okay.
and we talked about anything times 1 is the number, or anything times 0 is 0.
Yeah.
He was getting it 100%. I was like, man, this kid is smart. I remember that. That's what we did on that drive was multiplication.
Yeah. And so we got to our Airbnb, and I think we could get to this one early, but the problem is we couldn't find it on the GPS.
Yes.
It was really in the middle of nowhere,
It was in
which
the
was
middle-
awesome.
Yeah, middle of nowhere, Maine.
Yes.
So we drove and drove and drove, just hoping, because we were starting to we were looking at the actual number listed of the street, and we're like, okay, we're on the right street. So then we started looking at mailboxes or whatever equivalent they had to show their number. And we're like, I think we're still 3 miles away based on these numbers, and it's going in the right. And so, but the GPS had told us we missed it a mile back.
Yeah.
So we just kept going and going. And yeah, it was just this
Eventually found
really nice house in the middle of nowhere. Maine.
Yeah.
They had a big property behind them with a little creek and a graveyard was in it.
Yes.
It looked like a family
Now,
graveyard.
wait a minute. Are you saying that Google Maps made a mistake?
Yes. It was. I also just don't think we had great GPS out there because I think
Not a
our
lot of cell phone
our
service.
No.
cell phone service is really spotty too.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were getting pretty rural.
That house was interesting.
No, but yes,
it was, great. But the kids loved it. It was very kid friendly. That
It
was the
was.
most kid friendly place we stayed.
Because we walked in and there was a wall of toys.
Right.
And so they had boy toys and they had girl toys, like dolls in the little kitchen.
And up to this point, our 18-month-old daughter had basically only played with monster trucks and construction trucks that her brother had. And then, but she laid eyes on the doll there, and my goodness, she made a beeline towards it and grabbed it and would not let go of it for the rest of the night.
No.
So it made us realize, maybe we should start buying some girly toys.
She was feeding it with a baby bottle,
Yeah.
putting pacifier in the mouth. She'd never seen that other than maybe a real baby. She's never had a baby doll.
No, she hadn't.
And she's not in daycare, so she had never played with those kind of toys. It was so just makes you think like instincts made her do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but that was, great. We went hiking until we found some poison ivy, and I'm like, maybe we should go back. And then, just played outside. Our son played in the dirt.
Oh, I
Mud.
loved it.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
mud. It wasn't even
Mud.
dirt.
Oh, it was mud because I remember I had to clean off all the stuff, all the toys, because
Yep.
we took some of their toys out. And I was like, we got to clean this up. So
Yep.
we cleaned all the toys. We didn't leave any money toys for them. But yeah, that was a great.
It was.
So then we're on to the last day, race 6.
Yep.
So it's Saturday, Sanford, Maine was where this race was. We both did the 5Ks again, and I'm glad because it was cold and rainy.
Yeah, it was real chilly and rainy. Yeah.
This is my least favorite course. I find it interesting. You had mixed feelings on it.
It would have been I was hoping to run fast in this race, but with the weather conditions, it didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't have a problem with the course. My least favorite was the one where we had to run over the bridge in New Hampshire, I think it was. So I didn't have a problem with the course. Probably my second least favorite course because there wasn't really anything special about it.
No, like other races, one was like along a river, and one was a nice bike path. There's something unique about all of them, and this one was just kind of meh.
Yeah.
They're not saying go 2-way, especially if you need a main race.
Yeah, totally worth it if you need a main race.
Especially the last day of either a 6-day series or 11-day series. I mean, it was a just giant party.
Yeah.
So we didn't stick around too much for all of that.
Like I said, it was chilly and rainy. And we needed to get back.
Yeah. So the people who were doing longer races, I think it cleared up later in the day for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the last medal, so we could connect our entire chain of medals. This thing could fit around my waist.
Probably twice.
Probably twice.
Yeah.
It's so long. It's kind of cool though. Everyone
It is.
sees it hanging on your wall. They're like, what in the world is that? So if you like race bling, this, look into these races. Like the individual medals they're the state. And they have like a sign of where you actually ran in the state, which is really cool, with the Mainly Marathon symbol. So you clearly know which race and what state that's from. And then,
And then a couple things that are like specific to that particular state also.
yes. Yeah, they have little like symbols and like pictures on it specific to it, which is really neat. And if you do all of the races in that series, you get a special extra little medal at the end. And then you also get the year that you did it to, 2020. So we got a 2025 on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for the record, we did successfully get to 6 breweries in 6 states in 6 days, and yet got no medal for it.
Actually, we did a lot more than that. I think we did 8.
Well,
Because you guys started out in Pennsylvania
We
the night
started,
before.
yeah.
So we actually did 7.
we did
Yeah.
8 because we had New York on our way
on our
back.
way back.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
8.
Now that wasn't in 8 days, but you still did 8
That,
breweries.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
You guys did 7 in 7 days.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a really fun trip. So we extended our trip to Acadia after this for a family trip, but we'll talk about that in the
Another
next
episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
another episode. But yeah. So do you still think we were crazy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
But we enjoyed every bit of it.
we made it work.
Yes.
You really
it was
got
it was a lot of fun.
you really got to experience the children.
Yes, we
Your
did.
grandkids. The
We
good
did.
and the bad.
It was kind of
good.
fun, like living like gypsies for a week, because we go to one place and we couldn't really unpack. You got up and moved the next day, and again driving to the next place. Then we're at the next place. We lived there for a day, and then
Yeah.
pack up again. And then every day it's the excitement of, oh, what kind of place is this time?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a neat glass table. That should be good for the kids. Wow, these stairs are a little steep and creaky, but
Got this.
But every place was unique, and I don't, it worked. It worked.
It did.
I love too that we explored every little city. So we weren't in big cities.
No.
These were all little tiny towns.
Yes.
Providence, Rhode Island was pretty big.
That was the
but
biggest,
other
but
than
we were
that, yeah.
outside of it technically. But
Well, not where we stayed.
yeah, but there was nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhode Island's not that.
It's not that big of a state.
Yeah.
So, but it was all unique things. We tried to do something in every state.
Mhm.
Sometimes the weather stopped us, like Rhode Island,
Yeah.
but we were able to find a children's museum in Massachusetts, Dr. Seuss Museum, which we had found before, so we knew it was there and we wanted to go. But like all the breweries, just talking to like the locals, and just exploring the different playgrounds we found, and just so you got to, and even the driving, because I've never really driven. I've never been to Vermont and New Hampshire till then. And we had to drive through a lot of it,
and it wasn't interstates.
No,
No,
I think
no.
some of those roads were pretty quaint state highways or country roads.
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of rolling highways.
Yeah. Any other closing thoughts though about this series?
No, I think it's good. Except next year we're doing it. All 11 states.
Yeah, right.
You should just do all 50 states.
I want to do the Hawaii one because you island hop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So that could be, we talked about that being our Hawaii race.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We could island hop.
Wow.
Fun.
They have one
That'd be
out
my last
west,
state.
but
Might be fun.
those races are like 6 hours apart, 4 hours apart.
I imagine there's a lot of flying involved also.
Yeah. Out west?
Oh, wait, I thought you were still talking about Hawaii.
No. We
Oh,
don't.
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't pay attention to this. I'm just here.
But all in all, I think we had a fantastic trip.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about doing the series, I highly recommend it. And probably any of their series, but we have only done the one. And it was so much fun. So much fun. Even with kids, you can make it work. I think you can have strollers. I think I saw 1 or 2 strollers out there every once in a while.
I remember seeing strollers,
Rhode
but
Island, they had
they
one.
seemed very accommodating,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't surprise me.
So if your only chance is someone has to push up one child for
Not
5K.
Well, and the race directors were a couple of brothers, and they were both super cool.
Oh, super nice. When I pulled my
Yeah.
hamstring, they're like, oh yeah, no problem. Drop down, not a big deal. So
Yeah.
it was really nice. But yeah, great series.
Yep.
So yeah, we had a great time. I'm glad you guys could come.
We
It was a
had
big
a great
trip.
time too.
And we hit like also 6 new states for most of us.
Yes.
So until next time, bye.
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 Thanks so much for listening to Design for Adventure.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you're following the show and leave a quick review. It really helps more families find us.
You can also find us on Instagram at Design for Adventure Pod and Facebook at Design for Adventure.
Until next time, don't be afraid to get out there and have an adventure.